Welcome, everyone, to some World of Tanks in the morning of Thursday. Pretty random. I was like, I don't know what to do for a video today. I got nothing prepared. So I'm streaming instead. But Luke and Lexi and Grubber and Adam in Tampa Bay. Some classic names in there. Welcome, everyone. We're playing the bar. So I was playing the bar and having a great time. And hey, Meanie or Manny. And I just marked it. My last game, I just marked it on Malinovka. Right, I YOLO'd in for some spotting at the end of the game and got 2,300 of it. Popped a turret, got killed, and got a mark of excellence. And then I was like, you know what? What if I stream today instead? Because I don't know what to do for a video. And so there we are. And if we go to stats, right stick for filters. I'm glad they have filters in here now. Like, it took them long enough. They used to have filters, and then they didn't have filters. 29 games. We're averaging 3,024 damage a game. And our win rate is 65%, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Considering this tank has a almost like a 46% overall win rate among the players. So to be pulling off a 65%, I'm very happy with. But I think this tank is disgustingly good. It's disgustingly difficult to get the gun on target, but once you do, it's good. So yeah, we're averaging 3,000 damage a game, and that's just that's raw damage. If we include assists, we're averaging 3,800, which should be more than enough. Should be more than enough to 3 mark. And so now I'm like, I want to 3 mark this tank. And I think I do. It's so far down at the bottom. Look at this. Wow, no wonder this tank is getting moved up to tier 10. It's 1,000 more damage than the next tank up. What the heck? It's averaging 2,000 more damage in the bar. But yeah, look how bad this tank is. My top tanks and worst tanks and best tanks, those lists that I've been doing have not included tier 9. But if you include tier 9, then the bar technically is like the worst tank in the game. IA7 will have 560 alpha soon. You've been begging for that for so long. We'll see. I bet you get disappointed. I bet you everything else gets buffed, but the IA7 does not. How many 10s do I have? I have exactly 80. I just did a video actually going through each and every one of my 10s. It took an hour. I rated each one on a scale of 1 to 10. None of like the A tier, S tier, D tier, whatever that is. But a scale of 1 to 10 for each one, and then what I would change about each one. Not what I would change. I assumed I had to change. Like, okay, I have to change each and every tank. So what would I do? That's what I did. I did that to everyone except the Action X. I kind of decided to use the Action X as a baseline tank. $10K in the bar. I mean, we could do it. I think it's possible. We did the Sturm Tiger P when we streamed it a couple months ago. We had some, actually I think it was 7 months ago at this point. We had some pretty big games. Hey, there's Super Unicorn. Doing decent. Almost time to move. Lots of stuff needs to be done for that. But yeah. You hate this tank? You know what? I understand. I just did on Province. I had like 4,000 blind damage. I was just shooting corners with Super HE and it was hilarious. Where can you find how many empty garage slots you have? Easy. That should be pretty easy unless they've moved it. When you first load in and you have like your tank selected, usually it's American, all you do is scroll to the left 1. Scroll to the left 1 when you first load up the garage. And that should be your, or when you reset your filters, that will be your empty slot, and it tells you how many you have. okay. It's like these guys are in the platoon or party. They're both sitting still and then both moved at the same time. Very synchronized. Synchronized stalling. Gegson, hello. King Phase. So our gun has positive gun depression. So it's actually elevation. You can't get your gun down. Alright, well this type wants me to shoot him in the face, and I want to shoot him in the face too. I don't have the gun depression. You can't be happy about that. That's 3. And that's 4. My gosh. This tank is so awkward. I really wanted that shot. Alright, we're gonna reload and we're gonna shoot the type. Okay, the type is the damage. Oh, come on. All he has to do is react 4 seconds after I fire and he's good. Do you really? Dude, this guy's done 0 damage. Like, it's actually funny. Man, this thing is... Oh! I think you guys are seeing why. Gosh. Ladies and gentlemen. What kind of non-pen is that? We're getting beat up this game. And then he kills himself. What a waste. I don't have the gun depression to fight here. It's funny how they just don't realize. Gosh. Yeah, I'm changing the title to this worst tank. This bad, terrible tank is the worst tank. Look, he's just shitting me in my cheeks. I even have a hole in my upper plate. I have 2 holes in my upper plate. You're never gonna pen him, dude. You're stock. What? Did he fire HE? How did he do that? 260 pen? Wow. That was rough. That was rough. At least we penned the mouse. But no, that shot on the Death Star, it literally hit him in the engine bay. At an extreme angle. That's why it didn't pen. Like, if we hit him in the back of the turret or the back of the hull, we would have penned. But it hit right in between. And because HE doesn't bounce, so, like, an AP shell or it doesn't bounce or overmatch. So it didn't, you know, bounce off of the engine deck, the sliver of an engine deck, and go into his turret. Instead, it just exploded on impact. How do you only do 900 damage, by the way, in an Avery on this map, in this matchmaking? But yeah, the miss is on that waffle, and then on that Death Star. Gosh. I probably should have also shot AP at the back of the Death Star. AP may have ammo racked him. Because the alpha this thing has is insane. Hey, class. Dude, is that the 90? Maybe you want to do some games in the E4? I don't. I think I've made it quite clear where we are going with today's video, or today's stream. Third though, and that's enough to 3 mark, so yeah, we go up a whole %. Up, up, up we go. Will we 3 mark it before we get to the or to the Sturm Tiger? We could. We are averaging more than enough. We're averaging 500 more damage than required for 3 marks. And so I can see us getting it done in about 80 games. Just the question is, will I already have the tank finished by then? Also, why are there bots? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 bots. You couldn't wait for 3 more players? Like, I was just in queue for about 2 seconds. You mean to tell me that waiting in queue for 4 seconds is too long? Interesting. Oh, I don't have camo on this map. Wonder why that is. All right. Okay, quick question. You're debating on either getting the M1A1 Abrams or the T72 BU. Which one would I recommend for console? Probably the Abrams. All that reactive armor. I know that the 72 also has reactive armor, but the DPM on the Abrams, the mobility on the Abrams, the reactive armor on the Abrams, and the I already said DPM, the gun depression on the Abrams. T72 doesn't have gun depression. But that's my opinion on what I would do. What the frack was that? Did I get Avery'd? I'm so confused as to what just happened. I got Avery'd. There he is. Well, that was fun. And I think I got set on fire by the Avery. That's why I died so fast. I was gonna say the Teeth Wrecker shot me like 3 times. Like, where did my health go? Alright, well. Sometimes you just die, in which case you don't live. Okay. Well, we have another tank we're grinding currently. This one. I didn't even have enough money to throw optics on when we were grinding it earlier. Okay, where is the crew? I assume this is the crew. Yeah, this is it. Getting there. We need the 8 because we have to... We have that Playing What Kills Me series. So... Why do I legit think it's the worst tier 9? No, it's got the worst win rate. By far. And the worst average damage by far. I mean, again, we can just go here. In the last 2 weeks, right? I mean, just look at the difference. It's at the bottom. Like, it's not even a contest. It's a 300 damage difference. 300. That's insane. And then 2,000 damage difference from the top. Absolutely insane just how bad it is. And then if we go here, we go to tier 9, it's at the bottom. So that is why. Very simple reasons. And it makes sense. It's got a big gun, but that's all it has going for it is the gun. And the gun is hard to use because you have positive gun depression. You always hear people talking about pre 6.0, what actually made it good. So pre 6.0 had a different HUD. It wasn't this transparent, weird looking HUD that they have now. It was a much better, unique HUD that didn't try to copy other games. Like, this is so Armored Warfare, it hurts. So they didn't have that. They also, you could get as many skills on a commander as you wanted, but they weren't as good. You literally just needed like 3 skills to be competitive. You needed Brothers in Arms, Sixth Sense. Wow, that shell died. That's right, that's what this tank does. Doesn't its shells die last time we played it? Like, they don't go anywhere. But you need like a Brothers in Arms, Sixth Sense, and there's one other crew skill I can't remember that you needed on basically every tank. And then you were competitive. Because they weren't as impactful. But now, every crew skill is detrimental. Or every non-existing crew skill is detrimental because each crew skill does absolutely insane benefits. Everything has more DPM now. Everything has more mobility because of equipment and crew skills. And gun handling on the move is way too good. It's way too good. You're just getting snapped. Like, just today as I was playing, I'm just getting hit on the move by tank destroyers. And it's just like, why? And I was doing the same thing. But it's just like, that's not fair. Like, it's just not. And that's me being honest. The Dragon missed us, thank goodness. But he's probably going to hit us here. There you go. But yeah, tank destroyers should not be rewarded for not playing their role. It's an S-butt. I'm gonna go for a fuel tank. That's really our only hope right now. Wow, I'm just not having a day, huh? Dude, Daryl Pat needs to stop talking. Holy moly. Holy moly, is he annoying. I thought the Ice Queen was annoying. Bar is basically CGC with better armor. Yes, and it's direct fire. But that's what makes it bad. It literally is artillery. But it's direct fire. And so it struggles. That's my favorite tier 10. FE2 and 5V at the moment. The thing is disgusting. And then with it potentially getting 440 alpha damage buff, if the chisel is any indication at that, it's gonna be absolutely crazy. My best tank? That's a good question. We can find that out real easy. Okay, we're gonna base this off of WN8. And it can't just be 3 games, so at least like 25. So these are tier 6. I don't know if they would count. Then you have the T71, T67, Hellcat. Okay, let's do it based on win rate. And I have to have at least, let's do at least 25 games. KV4 Kraslovsky, apparently. That makes no sense. And VKP again. So probably the VKP has been my best tank. But that's a modern tier, low tier that I've played. Let's do damage now. And ignore the Cold War. Lehman Ross, I don't have enough games, and I wouldn't count that in anyway because it's a freaking Lehman Ross. Technodrome. I'm averaging almost 5,000 damage a game in the Technodrome. And 4,500 in the MBT, but I don't have many games. Clog we're doing really, or the Tonk we're doing really well in as well. Okay, and then damage and assist. It's the Technodrome, 6,000 combined. So at the moment it's the Technodrome, but that's kind of OP. So if we just do, let's just do tier 10. Damage. With a lot of games. FE4 we're averaging over 4 grand. In a Tech 2 tank, that's not bad. After 339 games. Excuse me. Of course. That's where he was. That makes sense. He just 1,000 rolled me too. Ha! You see what I mean? That's why 6.0 is better. That's so stupid. Nobody aims anymore. What's the point? Oh my gosh. You see what I mean? That is why pre 6.0 is just better. I get punished for playing the game, setting up, and these guys just drive around snapshot on the move. And I had some flack with my last video too about being excited that that they were removing some of these crew skills. People are like, they're removed, this is awful, I hate how my shells miss. That's the point. People were complaining about their shells sometimes missing. It's like, yeah, that's why tanks have accuracy stats. This tank has big gun. This one does big boom. It misses more. That's the price you pay. RBRT. Like, I have nothing. I have nothing against autolock. Autolock is a fantastic tool in this game. Autolock is fine because playing on a joypad or playing on a joystick is very difficult for aiming when keyboard and mouse is just superior in every single way, and so autolock really helps players get their gun on target and aim in. However, It should not enable you to hit shots like that on the move. It should not. And that is not Autolock's fault. That is the crew skills fault. Because back then, before 6.0, if you did that, you would miss. Alright, I'm just going to murder everybody real quick. Hello, Dusty. Is IS4 still going to be worth the grind with changes coming? Nope. A Jewish? I'm not. But yeah, no, I don't think the IS4 is going to be worth it. If the FE215B, let's say, does get 440 alpha damage, no, the IS4 is going to be an irrelevant tank. It's not my day. Well, I'm playing terrible tanks, so, I mean... Tehran. Time to go end my existence against the Tehran. Alright, 4,000 DPM I have. Can you believe that? Again, rapid loading going away is a good thing. People are like, no, the reloads are good. No, they're not. 4,000 DPM? 4,000. Most I should have is 3,600. But 4,000? Nah. Everything kills everything too quickly. You just bought the KV last week? Dude, seriously? Not you, this guy. Like, unbelievable. Good team. Good team play. Like, I'm literally going up, and he's like, let me just cut you off. Like, very cool. And now you've screwed me, and you've screwed this guy behind me. Because of your turdness. That guy's an idiot. What was he thinking? I don't know. Maybe he wasn't thinking, and that's the problem. Let's dodge that. Yeah, okay. Buddy, you're gonna get 8 sheet. Buddy. VZ, I'd appreciate you not dying though. This is not what you want to do, buddy. How? That wasn't you, was it? Oh, that's his lower plate. I thought he was side scraping. No, he's big dumb. Buddy! How? Oh, there's another freaking one. He just, with that tank, hit me in the cupola. And that's what I, like, the accuracy is so stupid. Why play tanks like the FE215B? Why play the like, why play? Why play these accurate tanks? When you could play big, derpy, 60 TP gun tanks and hit those shots. He's literally sniping my cupola with this. Look at the accuracy you can get it down to, 0.3. You realize that's leopard level accuracy? .31? 0.3? How about 279E? 0.28. 0.28 accuracy. 3,230 DPM on the 279E. I don't have a crew in here, but let's throw a crew in our IS-7 and see what the IS-7's accuracy is. .29. Guys, I just removed. It was .35 without steady aim. I have .35 accuracy without steady aim. I throw steady aim accuracy on, and my accuracy drops from .35 down to .29. Steady aim is disgusting. If you don't have steady aim, you're doing it wrong. Okay, E100. 0.36 without steady aim, okay? 0.36. Remember that. Okay. Let's throw in a commander. Who belongs to it? I don't remember. I think it's her. Okay. 0.31. Drops down to 0.31. What's the best light? T249. Otherwise, it's T100 LT. But yeah, no, it's stupid. That skill couldn't be removed soon enough. Ooh, I usually put steady aim on. I don't know anybody who doesn't use steady aim. I think you put yourself at a severe disadvantage if you don't use steady aim at this point in the game. Thankfully, they are removing it from the game soon. But everybody needs to have steady aim because it exists. If it didn't exist, then you know, whatever. But because it exists, it needs to be used, because that's why these people are hitting these stupid shots. The fact that a super heavy tank with 750 alpha damage literally sniped my cupola 3 times was bogus. I was not playing in that game. I was like, absolutely not. Why am I playing the Chieftain, which is supposed to be the best gun on any heavy tank? And it is, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's the best, because you can literally make that 780 or this Progetto or that 110 have identical gun handling. But yeah, that's just me ranting right now, because that game was literally bull. Though every game we've had right now has been bull. Bogus games. But yeah, every tank should have steady aim, every tank should have rapid loading, every tank should have camouflage, because camouflage is buffed into oblivion as well. He got tracked. Woohoo! Another miss. Why? Why? Why did I get shot? Why on earth did I get shot? Ah! I'm getting older, guys. I'm literally dying before your eyes, before your ears. What? He missed? He must not have steady aim. I literally don't have the gun depression to shoot him. Like, screw you with your freaking heat rounds that don't require any skill to use. Alright, I'm just done. I can't even. This thing is literally the biggest suck to ever suck, so sucking hard. No one's there. It's gonna be my new title. Screw this freaking stupid tank. Oh, look who's joined the fight. It's a Lee Man freaking Ross. Where the heck did you come from and why do you exist? I can't get my gun down. 62A, come on! Let me play the game! Let my armor work. Let my gun get down. Ugh, this tank is so bad. It is so freaking bad. This guy, we shot at 3 times. 3 times. He has no idea how lucky he is to be alive, just sitting there in front of our gun. But steady aim is not enough to save this tank. No damage blocked. Everybody's shooting in front of my tank. Going through, like, how hard is it? Okay, so here's the thing about the bar and the Sturm Tiger and the Sturm Tiger P, is you can shoot it right in the gun. There's no armor in the gun. You can shoot straight down the barrel. That is a weak spot. Why then is my superstructure also a weak spot? Why is it so easy to pen? Why can't the superstructure just be like, okay, you shoot it in the superstructure, you're an idiot. Why would you do that? Don't do that. It bounces off. That's where all the armor is. Like, this tank is so bad, and the fix is so easy. You ready? You give it 1 degree of gun depression. Okay? 1 degree. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. So that I can shoot people on a level playing field. So I can shoot somebody who's sitting flat in front of me. This tank is unusable on Himmelsdorf. Because it's completely flat. You have to go up on top of the hill and be driving down it to shoot anyone. Give it 1 degree of gun depression and make the superstructure an actual superstructure. 2 0 damage games in a row because the gun screwed us. And people were hitting us on the move, because that makes sense. You're thinking about going for the tier 10? I can't wait for the tier 10. Oh my gosh. We're literally averaging 3,800 damage a game in this tank. And now, after these games, let's see where we've dropped to. It's not going to be good. 3,500. I've dropped 300 damage in the last 3 games. That's embarrassing. All right.
Hello there.
Hey, swell fat boy. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube. By the way, guys. By the way. A lot of people watch me on TV. If you're using a smart TV, then your algorithm, if you watch me or you look me up a lot, will pop up so that I show up first or second, but I show up on your main feed anytime I post a new video, and you may not be subscribed. I'm serious, you might not be subscribed. I just figured this out yesterday as my wife and I were watching. We like to watch Gordon Ramsay. We realized we weren't subscribed to him. It's like all this time we haven't been subscribed to him, and that's because anytime we turn on the TV, it immediately shows us like 3 or 4 of his videos, just like right there, boom, boom, boom. And we realized that we weren't subscribed because watching things on a smart TV makes it so basically you never have to subscribe and you'll never realize. So if that's you and you like the content, you like watching, you come here more than once, you don't just come here once, but you watch me when videos go out and you're not subscribed, do so. I would love that. I would really appreciate it. You don't have to, of course. You chatting via mobile? Yeah, if you're on your smart device or your TV right now, and then you're probably not able to communicate. Woohoo! We hit him and someone else, which is exactly where we want to be. Boom. Somebody's right next to him that we keep slapping. Boom. Now the tank is working. Best heavy tank in my opinion. It should be the FE25B, but it's not. I still think it's the FE25B. We just got screwed over last game. This type is gonna come straight into our gun. Alright. We're gonna move up. This game is basically over. E5? Oh, I forgot about the E5. I don't play it anymore because it's too freaking good. But yeah, it's the E4. It's also pretty true. E5 now, though. In fact, the E5 might be better than the E4 at this point because of the buffs they gave that thing. Favorite commander? I don't have a favorite commander. Whatever's free. Oh man, he's not worth it anymore. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Nobody's spotting the middle. Maybe we can. Like, literally nobody's been up here. We sent one guy and he died. He's the only one dead, too. So that means they've got snipers, probably. Tehran just killed. Okay, we want to set up for the Tehran. We gotta go to this side, though. And there it is. Oh. He's got nuked. E3. Gun depression, gun depression, gun depression, gun depression. There's a rock on the way. We missed. $14 seconds though for this alpha is actually crazy. He's got spawn liner. There's no way that only does 200 damage. Who is that and why is that? M60 and Waffle, huh? There's the M60. And oh, it's not even a Waffle. No, he stopped! No love for CloneGuy. Just horrible diseases. But yeah, I'm a simple man. All I'm asking for in this tank is 1 degree of gun depression. I'd be happy. We went up a whole 0.5% with that one. Yeah, the 5A is... It's sad. The 5A is sad, despite it still... Like, it's... On paper, it looks amazing, but it's so sad. So sad. Okay. What did I want to look at? Oh, yeah, the splash. 12 meters splash radius. That's pretty insane. Alright, did we get a war chest again? Woohoo. 17 more. By the way, I opened up 75 of those other war chests throughout my... The banner ones, 75 of them, and I only got one epic drop. It took me 40 chests to get my first drop, and then I never was able to get enough chests for my second epic drop. Like, I got so screwed. It was going to take me 40 drops, I think, for both epic... Like, it was going to take me 40 both times. Like, I got screwed. Good thing about the bar is that it's got good health. Yeah, so you can suffer longer. That's what that is. So this won't work. So, what I want to do with the bar is sit in E0 and shoot down to E7 straight across the bunker. But I've tried that. I can't. My gun doesn't go down because it's flat. The splash on the premium is the same as on the Sturm Tiger? Like the Sturm Tiger's premium or the Sturm Tiger standard? Hey, Flemish. How is health? Well, I'm about the same as it's been since 2017. Thankfully, it hasn't been getting too bad. The baby's doing great. We woke up early today. She was up at 6. It's been a while since she's gotten up early. But she was so happy. I've not seen her this happy to be up before. I think because I went and I grabbed her before she started crying. It's like, oh, I heard her sitting up, looked at the monitor, it was 5:55. And I just went and got her, and she seemed to be thrilled. Oh, premium ammo. It is, okay. But I really want to just shoot down this Let's try again. See, look, I can't shoot lower plates. I'm gonna use this car, maybe. Okay, so I've wedged myself on the car. There's a car underneath me. I wasn't looking because I was looking at the car. Let's use the car again. Okay. Why didn't you double tap me real quick? Aim for that fuel tank. That's what we like. See, look at that. I gotta use the car. Where is it? There it is. Even though it's crushed, it's still giving me the gun depression. And that's what I mean. I just need 1 degree. That's all I'm asking for. She's happy because she doesn't play the bar. Push forward. No, my armor will get butchered. Actually, if this guy's here, yes, I want to. Wait. He's coming. Back up. You're so lucky! Thank you for going up those stairs for me, because I could not shoot you. I don't. 1 degree. One degree. That's all I wanted. Like, I couldn't shoot that guy. And it actually got me killed. Look at that. He just double tapped and killed me. I'm actually sad. I knew he was there and I didn't mind taking the hit from him. This is literally suffering. Like, this is the most suffering I think I've had in this game. We have 110 people watching right now. Watching me be sad. This is the bar, guys. Welcome to the bar. The worst tank is actually the best tank. Gosh. Like, I'm at a loss. You used a lot of free XP? Fair enough. Yet most fun. I tell you what. When you have those games, yeah, it's hilarious. And you're laughing. I'll agree. But that's Stridsvong. Why? Because it's also not a great tank destroyer. Westfield. Oh my gosh, what a map. Infinite Suffering featuring CloneGuy. Oh my goodness. That is a better title. You know what? Tank is actually still the worst tank. This tank is actually Infinite Suffering. I like that. Yeah, bar in a bar, yep. Or bear in a bar, bear in a bear. It seemed fitting. Use your boosters. I don't want to use my boosters because the masochist side of me wants to 3-mark it on the way there. Major carnage. Oh, it's a bot lobby. We gotta be careful because the bots drive right there. Is this third song really hard to 3-mark? That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't really tried. I feel like it'd be an easy one. I have a sneaking suspicion people play it poorly. And that's what I mean, those bots. Like, look at this play by him. It's actually really obnoxious. Just drives to the middle of the map. And now I don't get to shoot anyone going up the hill. That's what I mean. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going, Sunshine? And he fixes. Good for him. And I missed. I should have just gone for damage instead of going for that track. Yeah. Spotted by the mouse in E75. I wasn't expecting that. Well, that's fine. We're gonna kill this guy. He shouldn't be able to pen us. Well, screw you too. Hello. Who was that? SP, huh? E75 is chasing, huh? He's actually chasing me. Look at him. Idiot. He just chased after me. He's like, I will kill the clone guy. In what universe will that play work, sir? That's B25B, I'm not worried about him. Freaking what? Who was that quick to get their gun on me? From over here. Man, I'm just getting screwed today. I suck. I like actually suck. Who is that? What's that tank destroyer up there? Is that the SP again just slapping me? It was. So I got slapped by the freaking SP again. He just was pre-aimed to my location. That's unbelievable. So he put himself twice in a position to counter me. And I guarantee both times were an accident. It just so happened I popped up both times in the position where he was aiming. I guarantee it. Man, I'm getting absolutely screwed today. But I'm grinding legitimately, guys. I am grinding legitimately. Alright? Nobody can say that I'm a Gambit and went to Wargaming and asked Wargaming to please pay me. Please give me some free XP so I can have the next tank. I didn't have to do that. I suffered like everyone else. I didn't have to... I didn't ask for top tanks and their guns and credits and XP so that I don't have to hurt my stats. I didn't do that. I am hurting my stats. Maybe I got stream sniped? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he just got lucky. It's such a weird place to stream snipe that I don't think so. Because there were so many buildings in the way, and I'm using the circle map, that would be very difficult for him to actually find exactly where he needs to be in order to put that shell in. Alright, now what I'm going to do here is actually disgusting. I'm going to load premium HE, and I'm just going to sit right here and lob shells over this like artillery. All we need is somebody to scout. It's actually crazy. Or is it the next one? It's the next one. It's right here. Maybe it's not the next one. It definitely is the next one. Hold on. I might die for this, but I really want to shoot him. That's worth it. Yeah, this is where I want to be. This is the spot. Now, all I have to do is auto lock and back up. Like this. And he can't actually shoot me because I'm shooting with my shell arc up and over. It's insane. But you have to auto lock to do it. That looked like a shot from right here. $600 splash. Alright, I'm gonna try to spot. But I think accuracy and large derp gun should be nerfed too? Yes. My accuracy is so bad that nothing would change. Nothing would change at all on this tank. I'm gonna go back to my spot and shoot the waffle blind again. I know where he is. And he's got 410 view range, so he's spotting us, which is obnoxious. And he's dead. He's dead anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to hit him because the shell arcs. All right. I'm gonna see if I get spotted here again. If not, we're gonna try to push this mantis. Charioteer is stock. I tried. No, that was the microwave. I wanted to see if it was possible. I think it was, but I just hit that lip there. You need to go all the way around and then up. I'm trying to learn. There's got to be a way. I bet you there's a way. Oh well. That's why you play bad tanks. Try bad things. Alright, I want to do... Still loving the Waffenträger? Yes. Yes, I want to do a light tank. I want to do this light tank. I feel like it's a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I feel like there's no point to this one. Wait a minute. Do I have chem on it? I do. Hey, mate. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. 113 of you. We're actually doing it. We're actually getting our view count back up, guys. Like pre-2020. All I have to do is have rage bait titles. I don't know if they're rage bait though. Because I'm saying it for what it is. Like, this is how I'm feeling. But anyway. Is the Ice 3 good? Yes. Yes, the IS-3 is really good. It's a rough at first because of the gun while you're stock, but that's just the case it is for any stock tank these days. Okay, but yeah, once you get it fully upgraded, it's really good. Don't rely so much on your armor. Your turret's pretty good, but don't rely so much on your hull, except against lower tiers. And just slap people with that gun. It's really good. My opinion, difference between EU and NA. EU is full of YOLOs. There doesn't seem to be tactics on EU. The games are so fast. Like, if you play on NA and you think the games are quick, go to EU for a little while, then you'll be begging for NA games. There's no teamwork, and there's hardly any teamwork on NA too. But on EU, everybody's running around with like chickens with their heads cut off as fast as they can, trying to get as much damage as they can quickly. It's like, oh, gotta get it. It's like everybody's in a panic in a rush. It's like, slow down, guys. Take it easy. Have some fun. Enjoy a little. And then what do I think of the E50? I think the E50 is great. The E50 kind of fell out when they nerfed its gun handling to like 3 seconds aim time or something ridiculous like that, because it was overplayed by Unicums. Absolutely it was, I agree. But then with 6.0 and stuff, the gun is insane again because of gun handling. Like, you don't have to worry now about the poor gun handling. It does just fine. That's not what we want to fight. That thing shoots HE, specifically HEP. And we don't have this tank set up for fighting. We have it set up for camo and scouting. Optics and vents and camo net. Who spotted me now? I feel like that's neither of this is feasible. How they both outspotted me. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I don't want to play anymore anyway. Tracked an Amarect with the same shot immediately after I fixed my tracks. Because I suck at driving. Like, man, I suck today. Like, I'm actually the worst player. I don't think there's anyone worse. I think everyone can come and watch and feel good about themselves today. I really do. I think that's what we're doing. We're encouraging players today. Somehow we have a 74% win rate, but that's just because I'm being carried. I'm being carried today. Heilbronn. And bots. Why are there so many bots? The game's not dead, guys. The game is not dead. The game is not dying. Wargaming will tell you it's not dying. It's doing phenomenally. It's doing better than it's ever done. That's not true. Time to pull out the Tron. I don't have the Tron. And if I did, I would have sold it. Never got it. That's too toxic for me. Still doing better than you? I'm just being lucky. I'm literally getting lucky because of my teams. What I feel about the dev blog that was dropped yesterday, I have a video on it. If you want to know, go watch the video. But you should be able to tell just from my stream today, as my thoughts on it, as you're watching me complain about people hitting me on the move with big derp 600 alpha guns, traveling 65 kilometers an hour in their Lorraine. So. Artillery stream when? Probably today. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna be so fed up. I'm just gonna pull out artillery. It's like, okay, that's it. Goodish. Everyone's dead. I want to shoot that Tehran. I'm not gonna have the gun depression for it though. Dang, I got spotted. I wanted to wait. Come on, guys, kill it. Tron just rolls 1,072. Let's see if we can put a blind hit in. I can't get my gun down, never mind. Frack, I got spotted. Suck it, Avery. I love shooting Averys like that. Alright. 1,300 damage, first shot. I'll take it. Averys and Trons. So much fun to do that too. I'm not gonna be able to shoot him, I don't think. Oh yeah, I can't get my gun down. What do they have just sniping up there? Oh, it's a TS-60. Such a brave tank. Such a brave player. I'm so happy I did it. Yep. Makes sense. Come on, push him, push him, push him, push him. Are you kidding me? Freak. Do you not know what tank I am? Sorry, buddy. There you go. Now you can deal with him. I'm gonna turn to deal with this Turon. There he is. I'll just break his gun. May as well. Yeah, you shouldn't be over here, dude. I freaking hate the accuracy on the move. That's so bogus. 1,000 damage just on the move. On the move. La la la. he's dead. Good. I want this Skoda. I think he's the only one with some health left other than the TS, but the TS is hiding in the back, and I'm not going to chase after him. But, like, there's no skill. Latron, literally no skill. He's just driving around with camouflage. Right bumper, right trigger. That's it. That's what he just did. It's absolutely insane. And these people are like, I'm so good, look what I just did. Oh my gosh. No, you did nothing. That wasn't skill. That wasn't outplaying. That was no such thing. None of the kind. Man, he's dead so fast. He's going the wrong way. He's going the wrong way. I was going that way at first. Now he's got... Ah! This tank sucks! The amount of work I had to do, by the way, for 4,000 damage. Double back, double back, double back. Why didn't you double back? Why did you drive into the 57 heavy? Double back, double back, double back. Come to me, come to me, come to me, my precious. I don't have the gun depression to shoot you. He pulls in front of the trend because he sees me. Okay, can't get shot by CloneGuy. None of us can die to CloneGuy. You never aimed on the move? What is that supposed to mean? He didn't aim on the move. He just fired on the... He just RBRT'd. There was no aiming involved. Which is no skill involved. He just clicked the right bumper and then the right trigger. Like, I'm confused as to what that comment means. You never you never aimed on the move. The point is, he shouldn't be hitting those shots on the move. He's a Tehran. He's got 1,000 alpha damage. GG lol. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was just to avoid me. I understand. Don't get killed by the CloneGuy. Don't punish kill stealing. Can't get killed by you. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh wait, I missed. Punish steal. There's no. It's not steal killing. In a game like this, it's not steal killing. I disagree. Don't punish steal killing. There's no such thing as steal killing. It's a team game. You're trying to kill the enemy team. If somebody gets the kill and you don't, so be it. It's just how it works. That's. You tried to aim on the move and get some good pens, actually. Okay, I'm confused still. Like, you seem to be missing my point. You shouldn't be allowed to hit on the move like that. You're on the move. That's the point. You're a tank destroyer. It's not your job to be a medium tank. Like, I'm confused. Like, what point am I missing? Or what point are you missing? Like, now, wow. The tank destroyers do damage when they've set up. They do not do damage on the move. Like, that's just bogus. Hey, Master, how am I doing? Wow, we're getting horrible diseases playing right now. Fully aimed shots, good. Shots on the move, bad. Yes, thank you. And I don't mind some shots sitting on the move. Like, that creates like back then when the KV2 would hit you on the move, or you would hit somebody on that move. That was hilarious. It was great fun because those are 1 in 100. But not anymore. Like, I just want to quit this stream right now and just go right. That's all I want to do with my life is right. I'm a simple man. I'm gonna get slapped here, aren't I? Can I get my gun down before he shows up? The answer is no. He's gonna drive right past. There we go. Why? 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 Just come die. Come die. Ammo rack? The fire, because he backed up, but that works too. Dude, I've set 3 people on fire, and all 3 of them had fire extinguishers. I gotta get out of here. I'm like, I've got to turn for this. Yeah, this guy. Anyone want to help? Anyone at all? I can't get my gun down, can't get my gun down, can't get my gun down. I literally can't get my gun down to shoot him. See how awkward this tank is? I just want 1 degree. Like I've said that before and I'll say it again, 1 degree. Light tank, you gotta go the other way. This guy's gonna run away now. He pings me. I want 1 degree gun depression. I want 1 degree. I didn't pen the turret. That was HG. I splashed him. Whatever. Bounces off of my... What did he bounce off of? He bounced off of something and went into my hull. There, he bounced off of my engine bay, went into my superstructure. So he loses penetration on the bounce. Still doesn't matter. It hits me on the move. Thank goodness he bounced off. You're actually who I want to try to shoot because you are damage. I can't shoot him. Alright, I'll shoot the wall. One degree. 1 degree. It's because you can't shoot on flat. It's why 1 degree would actually be huge for this tank. You know how I play it? I play it because I don't have money. I'm not giving Wargaming money, and I'm not Gambit, where I just ask Wargaming for free XP so I can have the next tank. We can't all have nice things. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Question. So I've been writing a lot more frequently again. And so my question is, do you guys, what would you feel about updates, like weekly video updates on what I've been working on in the book, like what I'm trying to go for, how far in, like that kind of stuff. Like, anyway, I was working on this character and trying to portray this in the thing, and so here's what I was working on. It's, just first drafts and such. Well, but how would you guys feel if I had videos like that once a week? I don't think many people would watch, but I'd just love to know. Well, the reason they're not giving gun depression is because of this piece here that holds the gun up. It's like, just remove it and give it gun depression. Like, it's not that hard to understand. He got tracked again. Everybody needs to stop tracking everything that I'm shooting at. Is it a book about World of Tanks? Not in the slightest. It has some references, but only some, in very non-world breaking references. Like, some places are named after some places in World of Tanks. Make it channel membership so I can earn. That could work. No one's in that bush. I'll be in the vids. It'll be like, I'll have it set up. It probably won't be anytime soon, or at least not until I move, but I guess I'm moving in 2 weeks, so. I don't know how the internet's gonna be there. It sounds like it's gonna be pretty bad, so I'm not sure what's gonna become of the channel, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Haha! 100 damage. What's the book about? It's about probably 150,000 words. I'm just kidding. It's a medieval fantasy. Hold on. I'm gonna try right there. That's out of range, actually. It's gonna disappear. I have a published draft out there that you can buy on Amazon. Delsar, the Champion and the Hero. Delsar, Champion and the Hero. Just look up Delsar book, and it'll come right up. But that is literally, I'd consider that rough draft. It's changed. The whole thing is completely changed. But it's about a character named Elsar, of course. That makes sense. Who... I'm so bored, by the way. This map is boring me. No light tanks on Erlenberg. With 74 tank destroyers. Okay, so it's about a character who has been trained to be, well, the best, to be a Tarian. That's what they call them. And is handpicked by the queen herself for reasons unknown to him. And he very quickly gains fame, but then the queen is murdered, and he's accused of it, and so he goes on the run. He goes on the run, and he becomes a miserly young man, because he's not old, he's like 27 or 26. And, yeah, we hit someone. And he's hiding away, and 4 years pass since the queen is dead, and he's just this bitter guy, and he doesn't trust anyone, doesn't like anyone. But now there's a girl named Olydria, and her village has been attacked by mercenaries. She, again, doesn't know why. There's a whole conspiracy going on. The village got attacked by mercenaries, and this particular village is in a country that has just split, or a kingdom that just split from the main country. They succeeded, and so they don't have the guard anymore, and they don't have the navy anymore, and all that stuff. So it's like, okay, why, what's going on? And so her quest is to find Delsar, the Tarian. And she does. But the question is, why is she looking for him specifically? How did she know exactly where he was going to be? Comes to find out in chapter 2, you find out that she has a journal, and this journal has been telling her where to go and what to do and how to find him and all these things. And it's like, has all this stuff in it that seems to be pointing toward the future. And it's like a mystery. And she has to try to kind of tame him. And it's good. Apparently people like it, so. Town gets taken over by tanks. One man, basically a tank. Though there is a guy in book 2 named Artie, and he's a bit of a scumbag. And so you can imagine where that came from. I'll let you think. I'm bored out of my mind, by the way, on this map. I think we just fire off all our shells, blind, and then die. Right there. Nope. Maybe the other side. Yeah, we'll try this side. Nope. Should have been Bert. It's a good name too. I like Artie because it almost sounds medieval. Like some fantasy name. Well, I made it here, now what? You know what I mean? A lot of familiar story beats? Yes, but it's very unique. In the way it's told. And what happens, and all the conspiracies in the background, and everything that's actually going on. It's actually insane. Because there's so much. I'm just gonna send it. Somebody's got to. Let's go. That's how you win a game, boys. You just cross the river and in this tank. And boom, you win. I was not spotting him. I'm very sad. Starlink? I've heard of Starlink. I'll look into that. It's a lot of work. A lot of work for 2 kills and 1,000 damage. Gun depression, gun depression. So the book is allegedly about you and your wife? Basically, that's what everybody thinks. The characters, so these characters were designed before I even met her, right? And if you see drawings of the character and you see my wife, people are just like, oh, it's just your wife. In fact, I had a book signing a few years ago, and I had the posters for the book, and people were just like, why do you have pictures of your wife or drawings of your wife? What about the book? I was like, well, actually, that's the character. And this character was drawn before I met my wife. I don't know what to tell you. But the similarities are actually insane. So where the girl is from in the story, I based off of a place in Maine called Buck Harbor because I liked that terrain. And that is actually exactly the harbor that my wife is from. And that's where we're moving to, is back to Buck Harbor. And it's like, oh, wow. Which, by the way, I'm not from there. I'm from Massachusetts. And so it's just coincidental. And then I named a character in the story, or a bow in the story, Gracewood, because it can't kill. The bow can't kill, no matter what. No matter how hard you try, the bow will never fire a projectile that kills anyone. And her name was Gracewood. And I actually came up with that name 2 days before I met her. You've purchased and read the first book, even if you're not a fan of science fiction stories, if you want some positive criticism. Oh, the first book. Dude, the first book was... The story... Okay, here's my opinion on the first book. And you read it, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, and that's fine. Because I'm an author. I'm the author, so right, I'm going to be biased. I think the story is there. The story. The idea. I think the characters are good. But I think the writing itself, the execution, the fact that I decided to go... with present tense is kind of crappy. The over-explained fight scenes is crappy. All the cringe that happens in the story is crappy. The pacing is kind of weird. There's just so much there that I would change, which I am because I'm rewriting. This is a rewrite, a complete rewrite. The story's gonna be different. You're not getting the same story. Like, if you've read the original, don't think that you can skip this, because you can't. You're gonna be so confused when you get into the second book. Or the second part to the series, because this is what I'm writing is the first part. But no, I don't mind constructive criticism. Right now, there wouldn't be much. Like, it wouldn't do much. Like, if you criticize the first book, it's like, trust me, I know. like I'm redoing it. And so once I get to like you were saying, releasing this new stuff. Yeah, that's where the criticism would be really good. First step, thank you. And plus, unfortunately, so I am so awkward on phone calls. So here's the story behind the publication of that book. I have horrible anxiety on the phone, and I think it has to do with part of my autism, and so because of my absolutely abysmal, anxiety while on the phone, I had signed up, or I had inquired about a publishing company, and they wound up calling me, asking me about the book. And in a panic, I was like, I don't know, maybe it's 2 or 3 months out from being finished. And I had just started the book. I just started the dang thing. And they're like, okay, then we'll reach out again. And they did. 2 or 3 months later, they reached out again. My book is done, but it still needs editing and drafting and all sorts of other stuff. But the fool I was, all they had to do was ask for it. And I just panicked and I gave it to them. It was nowhere near done, but I just gave it to them. I was such a fool. And that's the story of its publication. Come on, gun, get down. Get down so I can shoot him. There we go. But yeah. I like them. They're even better now. Alidria's character has come so far since you read it and you know Alidria. Oh my goodness. She is really realistic now, and I love that about her. And then there's Delsar's even better than before. What do I do here? I love Delsar's character. Now he's got a whole backstory now too, instead of it just being vague, and so you learn that throughout the story instead of just these random adventures. Because I had a flashback at the start of every one of my chapters, but they were kind of random and unnecessary. Now, now each flashback is pivotal. It's pivotal for the story. He just fired you. And they're really cool. They build each character. They hit the tarp or the tent instead. Night Stalker is over here. And I have a prologue. And Alidria's mother is in the picture, and she's awesome. Delsar's mother is different. I completely changed her and changed the whole, oh, she died and she said these things and now Delsar wants to live like that. No, that's just stupid and cliche and dumb. Now his mother has actually killed herself. Like, she committed suicide. And she actually tried to kill Delsar with him. But someone saved him, and that's why he decided to become a guard. And so, like, I don't know, I really like it. It's dark, yes, but I really like it. And it really helps to explain his character, too. Now, how do I pen this guy? I'm dead now. I tried, guys. I tried. I really wanted to shoot him. Don't give the plot away. I'm not going to give anything too important. These are things that you learn early. As far as the plot goes itself, don't worry. Good stuff. Good stuff. I will definitely not tell you about Alidria's character. But there's this whole intertwining conspiracy going on in the background, multiple conspiracies at once, being orchestrated by the queen, being orchestrated by the king, being orchestrated by the villains, being orchestrated by another villain, just all going on in the background at the same time. And it's just it's this weave of almost chaos, but it leads to this harmony, and it's really, really cool. Do I know when it'll be out for purchase? Ballpark. Depending. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I say that a lot. That's a first class in this thing, by the way. It's going to depend on my schedule when I move to Maine. Right now, I haven't had much time to work on the book. I've been working on this iteration for the last 3 years, and I'm only 9 chapters in. Meanwhile, my published work took 6 months. 150,000 words, 6 months, right? Now I'm like 90,000 words in, and it's taken me 3 years. I am swamped. But moving to Maine, very likely that I'm going to be stay at home. My wife has a job lined up, and we want somebody home with the kid, and since I'm the one with the medical issues, I will likely stay home, make YouTube videos, watch the kid, and write. And so my schedule is about to probably free up. And with the channel growing as much as it is, I'm actually going to be making more money than she is. And so she might, we're considering having her go to part-time and not full-time. She probably won't need to do full-time. But that being said, if I'm able to work on the book daily, then for it to be out for purchase, on the shelves, marketed, all that jazz, 2028. Hey, Jameis. I wish 2026. I wish 2026. But what I have planned for this book is I want this book to be, it's never going to be perfect, but I need it to be as good as I'm going to get it. And so it's going to go through all the drafts, all the editing. I'm going to get it to professionals to edit, get it to professionals to critique, get it to beta readers. I'm going to get an artist to work on the cover. I'm also writing 2 songs to go with the release of this book to help market it. I'm going to get it in the hands of a bunch of different YouTubers who are going to review it before it gets released. I have a whole plan laid out for getting this out. So even if the book were done right now, like, okay, it's edited and it's ready for reading, because of the marketing and everything that I have planned for, it would probably still take another year. Tom Clancy? I've not read Tom Clancy, but that is something that somebody has recommended as well, is this Tom Clancy stuff. I've taken a lot of inspiration from, let's say, Karen Travis from Republic Commando. It is a big project. Yes, it is a big project. And the reason I'm making it so big is because the few who have gotten to read the outline for this one, first of all, have really liked it. And the ending to the series, people say, and I know these people, so it's probably biased, but they have said that it could be the Lord of the Rings of our time. And that's really, really cool. And then to have Sony has also had a chance to take a look. New Line Cinema and Fox have all taken a look, and they really like it. Like, they really like it, and they said make this into a screenplay. I'm not going to make it into a screenplay, but it's good news. Suffice it to say, it's really good news. And so that means, like, okay, the story is there. I need to perfect my writing, perfect my character representation, perfect all these things, and then I'll release it. The genre, it's a medieval fantasy. It takes place. It's high fantasy. It doesn't take place on this world. It takes place in a country called Ithandar, or the continent is technically Ithandar, and a bunch of kingdoms allied together to form one country, which is now called Ithandar. But there's been a lot of succession recently due to the death of the queen, and this is all said in the beginning, so you don't have to worry about this being spoilers. There's been a lot of succession due to the death of the queen. She was murdered. Not only was she murdered supposedly by the main character. Obviously, he didn't. It's one of those stories, false accusations. But there's a whole conspiracy going on as to what... And the conspiracy might... Oh my goodness, it's mind-blowing, because it's not what you would ever expect. It's like somebody wants or somebody wants this, somebody wants that. Why is this? Why is that? And then when it's all explained, it's like, what? But the first book isn't going to focus so much on that. I love how I can't aim at anyone but the Death Star because it's not letting me. Yeah, I just penned him. I just penned him with my HG. Who's the YouTuber you used to play with? Sod Mad Haven, Slapafish Jr. Oh, Spartan Elite. I can't get my gun down, so I have to shoot him right there. Must have some Bergs. I actually was tempted to have Erlenberg in it. I don't think I have any Bergs anymore. In the original, there's Bergs. There's not any Bergs anymore. No more Bergs. Well, we can overmatch him, no problem. Would I convert into an audiobook? Yes, I absolutely would. That is something that I do have planned, and that's another thing that I would like to do with releases. I would like to hire a good voice actor because I can't read very well. But to hire a good voice actor is going to be around $3 grand. And so this is a whole thing that I'll be saving up for, and I'll be using YouTube money and all sorts of other stuff. But yeah, it's going to be converted into an audiobook. Yeah, I'm doing the whole shebang this time. That's the thing. It's like you're gonna have it all. Peter Dinklage to play the main character. You know who would play the main character very, very well? And my wife and I, and this is why, we just watched The Man of Steel. And we're like, holy moly, he looks just like him. We just watched The Man of Steel. But Henry Cavill. But he would have to be young. The main character is 26, and he's 26 at the start of the book and 27 at the end. And it's like, oh, does it take place over a long period of time? No, it's just a month long. It just so happens, and that's a plot point. A cute plot point, really. It's an insignificant plot point, but one that I've added in there specifically for character development. That his birthday is in there, and he shares the same as the main female character. They both share the same birthday. None of them. He went to PC about 7 years ago. Koala Mentality, Rage Adrenaline. Was he Australian? He went to PC. Went to PC. Who else went to PC? You were the Storm Tiger? GG, my friend. I kind of blocked you at the beginning of the game, I think. I don't think I blocked your shot, but I think we were both trying to finagle ourselves. The Rage Eternal I played with a lot. And he kept trying to start a YouTube channel, but then he never did. Like, he has one. Oh, but Tank Breakdowns? That sounds like Koala Mentality. He's Australian. And he switched to PC. Koala. It was Koala. Okay. Yeah, that was a small span of time, though. He and I started playing together. Then he wanted to start a channel, which he did. And then he wanted to start PC. Like, that all happened probably. I feel like it all happened within 2 months, but it probably was longer than that. Because my understanding of time is probably well off. I'm gonna go defend the bridge. There's a divot where this guy is where it can actually use to get my gun down by wedging my tank up. Ithandar. Yeah, you spelt it right too. I like it. Badelstar, Alidria, it's all just made up. I just made up all sorts of stuff. It's like, hey, that sounds cool. I really like their names too. Oh, it's super burnt. So this might not work now. Let's load HG. I think it's a Borsig. I think I just want to push. This isn't going to work. Two T-32As. Okay, good. He's fired. Dodge that. One. Two. Three. Okay, now we'll go. We're one shot now for the Viper. We're gonna get killed by this bird in just a second. Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. The win supremacy guy? That's true. Yeah, he was win at all costs kind of guy. And yet his stats, because like usually when you have a player like that, like when you look at his W&8 and you look at his average damage and you look at those things, you don't expect him to have a win of all costs mentality. You don't. You expect him to kind of be like, oh, farm your W&8, farm your damage, farm your marks of excellence. That's all that matters. That's all I'm going to do. Like the game is losing. No, like you said, he was win at all costs kind of a guy, and he would be the kind of guy who would go for the base. He's the kind of guy who would defend his base. He's the kind of guy who would do what it takes to win. And yet his stats spoke of somebody who farmed W&8, but he wasn't, because his win rate was also like 70 something overall. Like he was insane. What would you say is the cheapest way to load out on a tank? No premium rounds, probably. Tough one. They should have pushed. I didn't know there's tanks were gonna keep popping up as I pushed. Like, and then there was a Viper there, and I'm sure he appeared on the map, but I couldn't see him because the game wouldn't let me hover over him because the T-32 was there. In the game, you can't. Once the game is like, oh, you've highlighted T-32, you can't highlight anyone else. And so I didn't know who he was. I thought it might have been the Waffle, who we already knew was there, but no, it was another tank. And it's just a game. It's just sucky. It's just this new HUD is awful. And I say new HUD, but it's been around for 5 years now, hasn't it? Leopard one time. If I could change 5 things to make WoW fun again, what would they be? Buckle up. Mostly reverting. Old HUD, I would bring that back. Old crew skills, I'd bring those back. Old equipment, I'd bring those back. Unpopular opinion, I'd remove 1200 by 1200 maps in World War II. I don't like them for World War II. Too big for these tanks. Too big for the slow tanks that we have in World War II. And I would make all maps 1000 by 1000. So I'd make Ensk bigger, I'd make Himmelsdorf bigger and stuff like that. And then for the last one, I would remove the toxic tanks. I'd give everyone a refund, but I don't care. I'm removing them. But yeah, I get focused back on tank gameplay. And for a bonus, I'd also do +1, -1. I know a lot of people are just like, we don't need it. Like, no, +1, -1. And that's because most of those players are playing top tier. A lot of the players who were telling me, I had a great game in my tier. I remember doing this amount of damage. And I would never have done that if it was +1, -1. And then you look at their stats and all they're playing are tier 10s. It's like, go away. Play your stock Tiger 2 all day and then come back to me and tell me that you want to keep +2. But there are people that are just so full of it. And there's nothing wrong with liking +2. It really isn't. But the reasons that they give, that's where it's just like, okay, calm down. Yeah, I knew they were gonna push me. They YOLO'd me yesterday too, in a game. Those guys. And then they messaged me saying no, they didn't. That was somebody else. But still, no. Those guys, they keep YOLOing me. What? Why didn't that penetrate? And now we've actually won the game, thanks to them. Let's track them again. Because they're out of position now. Jeepers. Everybody can have good gun handle but me, apparently. Move Cold War. Certain setups that feel like pre 6.0. I thought of that. I'm gonna do a video on that actually. What a sucky team. How did 14 guys die to one chisel? Like, seriously. How bad can you all be? I have far better DPM than you. Oh, he's firing hash. Doesn't matter. It's not going to save him. Oh, hello, Avery. Have they nerfed or changed how regular HE rounds work? No. What's he want? What do I say? Easy. All right, let's go back to the bar. Did I try the bar stock? Thank goodness no. I saved up for XP. I did not spend money to do it. Don't let anyone tell you. Caught in 4K. This our team got kills. That's true. They get kills on the other side, but you're right. I don't know how. Again, I don't know how. They had 2 tanks and an IS-7. The IS-7 didn't do anything. The IS-7 did 0 damage. So they had 3 tanks, but elected basically 2 tanks on that side, and we had 7. And I was the only one who killed anyone. Oh, you'll be sorry. You'll be sorry when I don't shoot you. Oh, I tried to get here before he came across, but couldn't do it. Gun depression, you're so fun. You make sure I can't shoot anyone. Nuts. 0 damage, boys. 0 freaking damage. Like, yeah, I was over here kind of by myself, but I didn't push past this rock, and I thought that would have been good enough. But dang. Imagine playing the bar prior to 6.0 crew changes. It wouldn't change much. I think people seem to think the HE rounds failed you. I screwed up too, because I had you on reload, and then I pulled the trigger too soon, didn't fire, and then realized I didn't fire, and then fired, but after you fired, and so there was both a bit of a double mess up there. And so it was who was gonna get luckier. Mine was skill-based mistake, and then yours was the luck-based mistake. And the luck won. The bad, well, good luck, my good luck. And that's the one thing about this game that I'm not a huge fan of. Is if I mess up skill-wise, I should get punished, not the other way around. On record, Clone plays premium tanks gifted to him, non-bot. You're not wrong. I have not bought premium tanks. Let's see. Yeah, you did. You hit my barrel with your HE. If you were firing AP, it would have gone through, or APCR. So I guess that is technically both luck and misuse of rounds, but it's one of those misuse of rounds where it's like, yeah, but 90% of the time you're not going to hit my barrel like that. Let me think. What was the question again? Oh, right. I think the last tank I bought in this game was the Barosk. But otherwise, I have not spent money on this game since 2019, 1 year before 6.0. All right. Gosh, what a painful grind. No more tank destroyers. That's all tank destroyers are so enticing. I can't be that guy. Everybody's playing tank destroyers. Let's play the 1-to-1B. Oh yeah, GG. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were watching the stream or not, but it sounds like obviously you weren't. But yeah, we were having a laugh when I said easy. Huntsman. 6,600 assist damage on what map? Highway. Ah, very good, very good. Sword Beach. I don't like this map. Not a fan. Ooh, 2 Averys and an Action X. That's random. Random. No, Artie. So there's a spot I can actually go and use if there's no piggies. Alright, I need 10,000 of those regiment tags or whatever they're called, because I really want more of that green camo. It looks so cool. Shards camo. This is where I want to be. With no piggy, this works so well. No pig, no pig. Why are people still playing that thing? Because people are scumbags. And they don't care. They don't care about the longevity of the game. They don't care that they're contributing to what makes it toxic. It's the same people complaining about the game too. It's that whole, oh, if you can't beat him, join him mentality. It's like, no. How about you do the right thing? If you don't like it, why would you do it? You know what I mean? This is a good spot. Fuel tank, is he gonna fix? He does. We're gonna shoot him there again. It doesn't matter, he's dead. And he's dead. Everybody's coming in clutch, yeah. Getting proxied now by the T-22. We just gotta hold here. My team is winning the other flank. So we're not gonna move. This guy was so patient, and then he wasn't. Fire. Again, there's the fourth fire of the day, and he's got fire extinguisher. This waffle's getting so lucky. Like, the fact that these guys just drove in front of his gun like that? Absolutely crazy. Fascinating. Lucky bounce. You frick, man. Such a poo-poo tank. Such skill. Only took 3 of you guys. Only took 3 of you to shoot 1 shell, and that's all it took. Like, that's that tank in a nutshell. 3 of them. Just to fire 1 time, and they get the kill. Such a bogus. And my sneaking suspicion is that Wargaming aren't gonna do enough to the Avery, okay? My sneaking suspicion is they're gonna be like, okay, well, now you can pen the lower plate. Sweet, wonderful, we can pen the lower plate. That doesn't really change it. You know what I mean? What's my opinion on Overlord? So not that one we were just on, Overlord? Overlord's kind of boring too. I'm not a fan of Overlord. Every game plays the same. There's not enough to do on it either. And you have idiots who go to the beach. It's like, the beach? Actually, CloneGuy, the beach. I won on the beach. And I can name a time when I won going to the beach. Good, you can name a time you won going to the beach. I can name 100 times I won not going to the beach, so. But, will I ever grind the EBR line? Dude, I have so much I need to grind, but this game hurts me. Grinding tanks sucks. It's such a horrible experience, and I'm good at the game. And I think it's awful. You know what I mean? Like, what does that tell you for normal players? If I think grinding stock tanks is horrible, imagine being somebody average or below average. Ugh, sounds terrible. Man, I've only been streaming for 2.5 hours. It feels longer than that. This tank makes you move in slow motion. It's like, man, I think I've been streaming too long. I agreed with the wife that I'd only stream till 12. But it's only 11:30? What is this? I'm gonna have to take a mental break soon, too. Because I want to write today. I woke up this morning like, that's all I want to do today is write. Oh, instead I decided to do this. And for what? Hello, friend. I'm so glad you were able to double tap me there. It's such a cool skill. He just snapped double tapped me, dudes. Good trade. Do it again. I dare you. I actually beat his reload too, because he has to reload both shells. Or not. Oh, freaking AT-15. Camping in his base. Dude, this tank sucks so bad. Like, that guy should have died, but I couldn't get my gun on him. And so he was able to shoot me multiple times. What's the best heavy tank tech tree? E5. Like, what tank is bad in the E5 line? Same with the, well, IS-7 is pretty good too, but the IS-7 has the 257 at tier 9. That's kind of the bad one in that line. And the IS is can be pretty bad. But the E5 just doesn't go wrong. Starting at tier 5, you have the T1 Heavy, then you have the M6, then you have the T29, then you have the T32, then you have the M103. It knows no wrong. It doesn't have to. It's 2 barrels. They reload independently. Not on the 225. Both guns have to be reloaded for it to fire. That's why most people just double shot in it. It's the only one that's like it. Frankly, it's how the SFAC should have been. Is it hard to 3-mark a tank that you only play once or twice a week? Yes. It's inconsistent. Because of the inconsistency of marks of excellence, because they're changing every day, yes, it can be difficult. It can also be easy. Will you teach me? Why do we use circle map? Because it's what I prefer. Well, that's the answer. It's because it's the one I prefer. I appreciate the super chat. what's that? Yeah. Why, what's it called? Wow. Look at this gun wall of horrible shots. This SU, I mean, they killed a couple. The fact that the atomic I had to kill with 7, if you include this guy, because he had shots. We had 8 snipers. I had to kill the atomic. I had to kill the VK. No one shot the Stuart Mill. No one shot the SU. No one shot the Kanonen Jagdpanzer. How? How do I... What guns are they? And Emil, okay. He does 300 damage. So he hit 1 shot. T-29. Okay, not him, not him. Barask puts in 3 shots only. SFAC only put in 2 shots. Now he just put another one. This guy only put in 2 shots. This guy only put in 1 shot. And this guy is... The stock Sturra Mill has done more damage than all the other guys. This is the only guy putting in shots. It's dumb, though. Will, how about you speak with a brain? Nothing makes it better. Do you realize how absolute you are? Okay, I'm going to rip into you, and so if I were you, if you can't take it, you should leave. Because I'm about to rip into you, because you have come here just to tell me how wrong I am. Just tell me how wrong I am for using the circle map. And then you go, nothing about it is better. I am about to give you a plethora of reasons why it is better. So buckle up, Mr. Ignorant Man. The circle map provides you precise location based on your direction as to where the enemy is at all times. You know exactly what angle they are when they pop up. It allows you to react quicker than you ever would with the square, and that's been proven and talked about by other people, not just me. You will always react quicker to somebody popping up on your circle map and knowing exactly where they are in relation to the direction in which you are facing. And if that sentence doesn't make sense, there's your problem. And because the square map, this is the square map. It doesn't adjust to which way you are facing. And so if something pops up on your left, look at this. Look at the triangle icon. If something pops up on your left, which way is left? Right? And there's nothing wrong with using the square map. I'm not going to berate anyone for using this square map. I only berate people for being ignorant. That shows the direction? Yes, but you still have to calculate all that. You will always react faster to this. If something pops up, you know exactly where they are. I don't even have to think. I know exactly that tank destroyer in the bottom right. I know exactly where to look. He's right there. Look at that. Perfect. That tank destroyer on his left now, I know exactly where he is. Boom, just like that. Like this, there might be some thought. Where's that heavy tank? Oh, that's the medium tank. The heavy tank is, there he would be. There he is. And so, there's that. And if you're using the circle map, you're likely fighting close range. So there's no need for the big map. You just press your back button, bada bing, bada boom, you can see. And so to say the reason players are bad at the game is because, or that's the problem with the game, too many people are using this circle map, is retarded. Yes, I use the R word because it means you're not using your brain, you're not actually thinking things through, and you'd like to blame, you've decided to blame everyone. a certain reason why everyone else, why you're superior to everyone. It is a superiority complex to say everyone is bad at the game simply because they're not doing it the way you're doing it. Okay, Will, what is your username? What is your username? We'll settle this once and for all. Like, and don't give us some fake username. And I know you're not a high stat player, because there is no super unicum out there, and I mean it. There is not a single super unicum out there who is berating people for using the circle map. There's not one. Because every super unicum knows how good the circle map is. Even if they prefer the square map, not a single super unicum is going to berate someone for using the circle map. And if you look at the top players, they are using the circle map. You're not a unicum, you're saying it bad because of the way I do it. No, you're not bad because you use square map. You're bad because you're closed-minded. You're bad because you've already decided. And therefore, you're not going to learn, despite the irony of your name. You've decided that this is the way things need to be because I do it. I'm talking first person as if I'm you. This is better because I do it this way. No. But that's how it works. And the reason you're like, oh, you died, that's why you're upset with me. No, I'm upset with you because of what you said. You literally said, and you donated too, just to get my attention on it. You said, why do you use the circle map though? It's dumb. Majority of people use it. That's the problem. They have no idea what WTF is happening. Nothing makes it better for pros. Nothing makes it better for pros, says the person who literally just admitted that they are not good at the game. PC people use the entire map, bruh. He had no idea he had no backup. I had no idea I had no backup, he says. Again, let's rewind the footage, shall we? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No backup, he says. I knew I had tanks behind me because I looked. As crazy as that is, he says ignorantly, 1, 2, 2 grid squares away. I'm here. 1, 2. 2 grid squares away. It's diagonal, so 300 meters. I had no backup. Buddy, you're just... It's like you wrote down a pre-script and you weren't even watching the same stream. I appreciate the $2, though. I don't mind $2 from idiots. Like... They won't help from that position. They were on the hill. I'm so confused. This is why. If it will let me go back. It won't let me go back again. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh well. Huh. It's just stuck in that spot. Oh well. They weren't... Like, what hill are you looking at? So it tells me that the square map doesn't even help you because you don't even know what part of the map you're looking at. If they get poked, they get spotted and shot from their snipers? and vice versa. That's what the enemy was doing to me. If they were poking, which they were doing, they would have been shot by the enemy snipers. My snipers. Duh. That's how it works. The enemy team was poking. So they should have been shot by my guys. Those were the snipers shooting me. How did the circle map help? Because I reacted the moment the Canonian Jagdpanzer and Adder VK pushed me, and I avoided them both. And I killed the Adder. The Canonian Jagdpanzer missed and he drove on. Then he turned around to shoot me. But I literally, because of the circle map, killed the Adder. But who shot who? Who shot whom? First of all, grammatical error, which you probably didn't know, which doesn't matter. I don't even know why I did that. Second, the circle map and the square map do not dictate how good your players are going to be. My team was set up to cover me. And they didn't. That has nothing to do with me using a square map or a circle map. The outcome would have been the same. And so you are putting too much into your maps. Oh, you're not even worth it anymore. I can't even get my gun down. There we go. Like, this is insane. What the heck? Israel flag on a German tank? Okay, I want you, since you've decided, Nick, to say that. Yeah, if you wanted the full map. Yeah. Why? Why is that what the heck? I want to know. I want to know why you think that's a what the heck. I would love for you to explain in the YouTube comment. But I don't mind people liking the square map. I do. Where'd that one go? I don't. I have no problem, and I don't berate anyone for using the square map. It's a tool. If that's what they want to use, they can use it. The reason why I'm defensive at the moment is because of the comments that I literally just read. Your arrogance and ignorance and stupidity. And deciding that everyone is inferior to you because they play differently. Is like, that's where it's like, okay, no, absolutely not. Whoa, where did that shell go? That flew out the side of my tank, it looked like, and I was standing still. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Oh, come on, game. What he doesn't know is that I can't shoot him, and that's what's funny. Go for a D100, I can't shoot him anyway. Screw you, Artie. Oh, I didn't even pen him. Didn't even pen him. Well, that's my gripe. Stupid is as stupid does. You just said you preferred it? Oh, to see, you've changed your story. We literally have text receipts. You've literally just changed your story and you're gaslighting everyone. Literally gaslighting everyone. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Oh, look what we can do. Oh, look at this. Look. First, he tells me something completely false, because that's not how that gun works. Then he says, why do you use the circle map, though? It's dumb. He said, I literally just said I prefer the square. I literally just said that. So far, he hasn't said that. Majority of people use it. That's the problem. They have no idea what's going on, what is even happening. Nothing makes it better for pros. PC people use the entire map, bruh. Look at the sass. Look at the sass. He had no idea. He had no backup, which I had backup, by the way. I had 8 tanks backing me up. So, and people use the entire map because that's the only option they have. They don't have the circle. SFAX 1 shot is 2 shots. Go ahead, dude. You're angrier than me after dying immediately twice. The sass. And I can see the map. There's a line and a circle that shows detection. You mean direction. Left of the triangle. Right, I had said that. Good job. No, I don't. You're on my screen. But I don't have to cut off my vision. You are saying I'm bad because of the way you do it. So right now he has never once said what he claimed to say. Okay, chill, buddy. I know you're mad because you died. Back to back for pushing. Look up my stats, buddy. Really don't care. It is dumb. You have no idea what's happening around you. I'm not a unicum. You never did. Like, you just keep saying things. You keep saying things you said that you never did. Look, never once did he say he preferred the square map. Here, I just said I preferred the square map. You never once did. You never once did. Humility? Sure, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not doing this to be better than you, though. I'm defending the circle map because you have called people dumb for using the circle map. You are the one who's now saying that you're the humble one for calling other people inferior just for using a circle map. And so I am defending them. And if to you what you're doing is humility, then you are a lost cause. You haven't given me your username. You haven't given me your username. I can't look up your stats. Like, look at, you never gave me your username. You never said you preferred the square map. You only berated people for using the circle. If you go through the entire thing, you never said, I prefer the square map. You never said, I like the square map better. You never said that. You simply berated the circle the entire time and anyone who uses it. How did the circle map help? How would the square map have helped? Like, I mean, like, well, like, what the heck? You did give the username. It's not here. Look, we are literally reading through it. It's not here. See, look at Aiden. I like the square map just so I can see where everyone's exact location is, but I get why I use a circle map. And he added this. He didn't need to. I appreciate that he did, but he didn't need to. This is still a respectful. I like this map. He just gave his opinion. That's all it is. It's preference. And I give my reasons why I believe the circle is better. But that's what makes it better for me. Look up my stats. I'm not Unicum. Yeah, you never gave it. Baked Dorito. Oh, we're gonna all look together. The website is down. You survived this one. You survived this one, friend. The website is not working right now. Or is it? No, it's down. Well, there you go. Oh, now he's changed it again. Well, what is it? I'm not looking up your stats then. You keep giving me something different. Over 50% is majority, not at tier 10. Not at tier 10. Most people have about a 53% win rate at tier 10. Look up the troll. I'm trying to look up the troll. The thing's not working. There we go. Nope. Nope, nope. Still not working. Maybe watinfo.net. Nope, watinfo is not working either. You left for 15 minutes? He angry at you? I'm angry with you. I'm angry with the way you decided to treat other players. I'm angry with how you've decided that other players suck simply because they don't play like you. Simply because of their choice of map. That's like the definition of racism. Can you, like, it's not, but it's the same mentality. You have to go through the same idea to be a racist too. It's that idea that, oh, because you do it this way, you're just inferior to me. Because you look this way, because you chose to practice this faith or religion, or because you did, like, that's what it reminds me of. It's this, you have to go through the same mental hoops to come to that conclusion. Convenient for you, huh? No, it's convenient for you. Isn't that what I'm doing? How do you exist in this life just gaslighting people? Isn't that what I'm doing? What have I done? I have judged you based on your character. I've judged you based on the fact that you have decided to berate other players for using the circle map. You're not a minority in my chat. Most people in my chat use the square. You are a majority, sir. All this over a map? It's, yes, Luxy. But it's the principle of the matter. It's the fact that he decided to, and he donated to do it too. He donated to berate people. So that's why I have a problem. He's below me. He's below me. Why am I playing the bar today? Let's get the Sturm Tiger. Right, that's you. I get it. You literally, your picture is bad decisions. Yeah. Yeah. You have shared all I ever need to know. This guy doesn't realize that I just can't shoot him. Like, it's... I just can't shoot him. That's so funny. You sent me a message on the Xbox. I'm not reading it. It's probably some bad message that you want me to show on stream, so no, I'm not reading it. Good try, though. But no, I'm also going to be banning you, by the way, just so you know, so get what you can in. The reason I'm banning you is not because of what you said to me, but because of what you said about others. And then the gaslighting. Oops, we disconnected for a moment there. But yeah, the gaslighting is really what I have a problem with. Just don't roll high, please. There you go. That was so awkward. I'm a glutton for punishment, yes I am. Ah, this gun arc is so bad. Oh. I bumped my capture card. Okay, it came back. Good. Good stuff. Okay, we're good. He's got 1,200 recent W8. The site's definitely working. No, it's not. The site's working, he says. Like, how why is it so fun for you to gaslight? Like, anyone can see. Anyone can see. And yet you're still telling people the opposite. It's insane. You're telling people the opposite of what you've already said. Like, you'll say something, and then you'll tell us you didn't say it. And so, that's it. Done. I get the last say. Goodbye. Bar's one of your favorites? Well, welcome. Kills himself. What time is it? 12. Okay, this is my last one, boys. James, I don't think he was making a religious comment. I think he was just commenting on my flag, which is perfectly valid. And this is where we're going to end. It's going to be a tough one because we can't get our gun down. Alrighty. This is going to be really rough. Though I can't wait now for the Sturm Tiger because that's going to be nice. To actually have gun depression.
Oh my goodness, it's a fire truck.
Yes, it is.
It's going.
Looking for the burning Kia.
Oh my gosh. Oh. It smells rancid.
I'll take care of it after this. Doesn't win rate matter? Win rate matters more than anything, in my opinion. Because win rate means you are impacting your games. And you're in the right place at the right time to have a good impact in your game. W8 does not mean that. W8 you can get simply by sitting in the map and shooting targets that don't matter. Which a lot of Unicoms do, and then they claim they're good at the game. Win rate is all that matters, really. How many times have I done 10K? That's a good question. I'm not sure. A few times now. You see this? It's crazy that I can't get my gun down. I tried to splash behind him, but he was too far away from the wall. Yeah, I see you, Artie. You're spotted, but you still gotta shoot me once, huh? Make it quick, T95. Yeah, maybe I'll hit him tomorrow. Don't move. Continue to don't move, okay? Thank you. You have a good win rate, my friend. That is a good win rate. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Why can't I get my gun down suddenly? This is quite the awkward brawl. Alright, see you, friend. Executed. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I can't get my gun down. Jeez. That is how this game, I think, in this stream is going to end. Swappable equipment or a fourth slot. That might not be a terrible idea. It's probably too complicated, though, for wargaming to figure out. That's something we have to remember is wargaming is stupid. Don't forget that. Okay, I want this Orochi. Dang it, Artie. That means my team isn't going for Artie anymore. They're going for this guy. Dang it! Mystery 100? Let me through, 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 let me through. No! I rammed him for 160 though somehow. Golly, well, which means we break our health. You have 53% win rate, but 2400 W8. You're a very bad player. That makes you a good player, my friend. You have a 57. That makes you a good player. Just super unicorn with 64. That makes you a good player. You're sitting exactly 50%. That means you're right where you need to be to make a decision. You are exactly where you need to be to make the decision. Because now any improvements that you make, you will see, and that's really cool. Because you can gauge. So at 50%, you can very easily gauge and see, okay, today I played at 49%, or this month I played at 49%. What did I do wrong? And so you're actually a really good spot to figure things out. 66, good job. What is mine? If mine will ever load. Oh, that's right, the website is down. Well, we can just see in the garage. I think mine's 65, but recent, I'm not sure what my recents are. Whoa, what's this? Nick! Cool. All right. Goodbye. I love it. People are donating to bully. It's quite the people are donating just to be trolls.
How does that work?
Did he send money to hate? Yes, he did.
What does that mean? How does one do that, Solomon?
Well, he decided he wanted his message to be highlighted on stream, so he sent me money. Thanks.
How much?
That was just $5.
Woo!
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
He sent money to hate. And his message again makes no sense. I'm sitting here. Oh no, anyway. That's basically what it was. Well, $5 is $5. Anyway, yeah. I'm sitting here to talking to people about their stats and how, oh, that's great. Good job, good job. But, okay, cool. This is where you can improve. And then I'm being told that I'm berating people for their stats based on stats. Cool. Where did that come from? I haven't stat shamed anyone today. I didn't even stat shame the guy who I wanted to stat shame. Like, people are just coming in and making stuff up. Whew. Yep. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming out. That was painful. That was a painful day. Painful viewers, painful players, painful maps, painful tank. It was pain. Oh my goodness. Anyway, thanks guys, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take care, everyone.